Okay, the next dish we're going to prepare is a potato bake. It's well known and well loved at church. Everyone asked me to make it, so I figured it must be a good recipe. I was talking to Lani about the potatoes that I use. These are fairly new to the market in Australia. They're called Kestrel. They've got the purple eyes in them, as you can see. They're a great all-round potato. They're very firm. They'll hold their shape if you want to bake them. They'll also mash very nicely. They're a nice creamy potato. They're a bit of an all-rounder, so these are my preference for if I'm doing a potato bake. You need to decide yourself what potatoes you'll use according to what you have available. So Kev's done some prep for me and he's actually cut up the potatoes. And how we do that, I'm going to zap these in the Mikey again with some water underneath, slice them, and because they get a lot of starch coming out of them when they're cut, I drain them on some paper towel to keep them dry as I can before they go into the Mikey. Otherwise you'll find if you leave them wet when you cut them, the starch will start to clag and the ones in the middle won't be able to cook. They'll just stick to each other. So I'm going to put these in the microwave for this size dish for 6 minutes. Now, potato bake is basically layering. There's no pre-cooking needed. What I like to put in my potatoes, I've greased with butter this time, not with cooking spray, my dish, which is a beautiful Bendigo pottery dish. So when you come to Australia, Bendigo might have to be on the cards, but it's heavy, so it's going to cost you a fortune to get it back home. Beautiful, beautiful pottery. I've got onions that I've sliced up, shallots and bacon, and I'm going to use some thickened cream. Now our thickened cream comes in a 300ml pot, so it's half the size of your pint I think you have in America. So I'll just wait for the veggies to come out of the microwave and then we'll start layering. I'm going to test the potatoes and see how they're doing. They're still quite firm. Some are good, some are a little bit still too firm. So I'm going to give them another 3 minutes in the microwave. When I tested the veggies at the 6-minute mark, some of them were still quite firm. This one still is in the middle. So I gave them another 3 minutes, but they're fine to work with now. Now, as I said, it's just a matter now of layering. So I've got to cover the bottom of the casserole dish with potato. And we're going to use some onion. Some bacon. And some shallots. And our next layer of potato. And then we repeat that layer. And with the bacon. the shallots. I'm going to pour over the cream. Now be careful, you don't want this swimming, but you need it to get down through those layers. So I'm going to suggest maybe 2/3 of this pint of cream, this 300 mils of cream.
It's a half pint.
So the level's down to here. Again with the cheese. I don't usually use cheap cheese, and I found I'm not liking it, so I won't be buying Black and Gold anymore. I don't like the way it melts. And we're going to pop that in the oven for 35 minutes. And here we have our potato bake.